so horrible on the ears.
No.
Happy New Year, everybody!
You know, it's like when...
It's actually a horrible
You
sound.
know when... And I already blew these up, so if I faint here today because I've been blowing out so much air, I've had one boiled egg today. Do you know what it reminds me of when a country wins the World Cup and then the cars go,
the big horns.
so we're like this.
You're creating quite a sound.
Yeah. Right, let's do guess the song.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go on then. Loathing.
Loathing. To it. Right, you go.
I don't know if I can.
Just do another Wicked song and make it simple.
I can't get the tune. It's actually really hard.
You need a lot of like brain strength.
I can't. I'm trying to go for have another drink, but it's quite
hard. Let me try. That was quite good.
You can't drink. My dark
it's all in the breath. It's like when you see the clarinet, they're like,
yes.
Or the flute players are like,
yeah,
like
it's a lot.
Your respiratory system.
Well, we would like to wish everybody a very happy New Year. Happy January!
Hey, right, come on then.
Right, let's do our confetti.
Right, be fucking
careful. It's going to cause a mess in
because
here.
if this goes in your eyes or my face...
Right, so how are we doing this? We've got confetti cans, guys. We've also got some 2025 balloons, and we have got Happy New Year goggles on if you are just listening.
Because it's January, it's 2025, new beginnings, new start. Let's celebrate in style.
Don't you think it sounds like a really nice year? Like I like the sound of it. 2025.
And it's yes, it's an odd number, but I like that it's like 25 because 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yes, it feels round.
Yeah.
Even though it's odd.
Even though, 2024 was even, but 2025
and what's
is
crazy
more round.
is the 2000 babies are 25 this year because I'm supposed to be 25.
Lydia's 25 this year. What the I just turned 25.
Right? We just turned 25.
That's
did
not
we not?
Okay.
Yeah, right. Let's do this. So are we twisting from the black?
I think you twist the black.
Let's just go in the
air. It comes out in the air. Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
No. Don't look at it.
Am I going the wrong way? Woo!
Slightly mistimed that there. I know, Chin's
don't look at
it. She's like,
oh, that was so fun.
That was fun. I'm glad they were silent.
Yes.
I was expecting a big pop.
80p.
Oh, and now we're sat here with glitter. How lovely is that?
This is lovely. Oh, look.
Best Buy 2025.
Oh, truly.
Right, get rid of that.
Fabulous. Okay.
Well, we hope you've all had a lovely festive season.
How's everyone feeling?
Nice and refreshed. You know, if you are not feeling refreshed, that's okay. There can be a lot of pressure on a new year.
There can.
And we don't want to add to that. But we're just here to have a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Add a lightness, a positivity, new beginnings, new chapter.
Mentally, it's quite nice to, if you've had some troubles in 2024, it's like we can truly close the door and then it's easier to focus on like a new chapter.
Yes.
You know, to be like, this is January now. That's what I went through in 2024 or that's what I achieved. That, you know, all the stuff, that's what, you know.
Back to chapter 1.
But now it's back to chapter 1, see what 2025 has in store.
For all of us.
So we asked you guys what your manifestations are for the year.
Let's give some people some inspo if they're struggling.
And I love to hear what people's goals are because it's so lovely to have goals and achieve them and manifest things. And
so do I.
It really helps to like keep a positive mindset. And you know, when you've got focusing on something and you've got really big goals.
Because there's always something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Even if you're thinking, oh my God, what's coming up.
'Cause
Like, there's always good things coming.
And you're never meant to have it all figured out. Like, even when we're 60, like, we're still not going to have it all figured out, I imagine.
So we have asked, what are you manifesting for 2025?
Yay! Let's see.
Bring in the positive vibes.
Woo!
So we've got here, launching a successful business, but so nervous.
And what an incredible manifestation and goal.
The happiest, healthiest version of myself after my breakup of a 3.5-year relationship.
And I'm proud of you. You're going to do so well. 2025 is your year.
Manifesting, I get hotter. Need to become that
hotter.
rich.
Yeah. Always
here for that.
Always.
Happy, healthy baby girl to be born in May.
Not a baby to be born into the world. Yes. Lovely.
A ring from Brian.
Yes.
Slay. The keys to my new house.
Yes.
To build my dream home.
Wow.
To buy my dream home.
Wow.
Health and wealth.
Yes.
This is me to read my TBR.
There we
I'm
go.
with you on that
Get
one, girl.
through the read list.
Grow in my small business as an illustrator, and designer.
Wow.
To finally find my happiness being single.
Yes.
Love that.
Being secure with being alone, loving spending time with yourself, truly feeling whole without someone else. And then that person will just waltz right in.
That I don't fail my financial market exam.
Oh,
you got
we're
this,
rooting
girl.
for you, babes. Get that revision going.
To find the balance with work and being able to focus on my health.
Yeah.
Finding happiness in the little things.
Yeah.
Love it. That morning
really
cup of joe.
treasuring every...
To move in with my boyfriend.
Gorgeous.
Running a marathon. Love
That's an incredible goal.
To get pregnant.
Oh, impregnate me.
Impregnate me. I'm looking to find a man. I'm done with silly boys.
Okay, a man.
Absolutely. Run a 10K.
Lovely.
That was my goal last year.
Yeah, and you smashed it.
You go, girl. You get those running shoes on.
There we go.
To be booked and blessed, I work in musical theatre. The Wizard and I. Smashing my January exams for my masters. Good luck, everybody.
Oh, I want to be on musical theatre. I want to be on the West End.
I know, so do I. I'll just be an extra in the background.
The Wizard. See,
I'd
it's a
even
shame
like to work backstage.
It's a shame we're not children anymore because, you know, the child roles where you can just, you come in, you do your little, you know, because you're the token child.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a shame we're not of that stature
It's a shame we
anymore.
didn't pursue that.
I know, over ballet. What were we thinking?
What were we thinking? Well, it was our parents' fault.
Right. And
They
then we
should
were
have
in the
pushed us.
groove and we felt attached to them.
They were too soft on us. They should have been stricter with our training.
I know. Because were we going to make
They
it in the
just
ballet
liked
world?
the fact
No,
that
but
we had a hobby.
I feel we had more chance
I
of
think
making
you
it in the
had
musical
a
theatre.
large chance as well. I think I could have worked backstage.
Yeah, I think you would have been right there with your tap shoes on.
Yeah.
You know, we could be at the Aussians of the Ozdust.
We could.
You know.
One short
day in the Emerald City. All it is a bit of this.
Yeah.
One short
I could
day.
definitely sing in the group. I think I could blend in with the group.
Yes.
Not sure about a solo.
You can harmonise.
Bit of training.
But Sophia, you need to realise you've never had a singing lesson, babe.
Right.
Lesson.
So true.
All right?
And look what
Anyone
we can
could
do.
hold a tune.
A big sexy boyfriend.
Here we go.
Less phone
Big and
time.
sexy. Oh, that's a good one.
Lots of babies.
Oh.
Lots of people wanting to buy their dream home this year.
Amazing.
Health and wealth.
Yeah.
Protecting my peace.
Yeah.
A
that's an
successful
important one.
start to my big girl law career. That my wedding goes to plan.
Ooh.
To find a good job filled with nice people.
Nice people. Yeah.
6'3", brunette, tan, obsessed with me man. Love it.
Oh, yes.
Learning to enjoy living alone.
Yeah.
Love that. Lots of saving. We've all got lovely intentions going into the new year, I think. Reaching my fitness goals.
Oh, I love this for everybody. Isn't it so lovely that we have goals and we all have our own little life?
Yeah.
That we can create. Isn't that actually so cute? It's like we're all little Sims.
It is.
We've
all got our own goals
and you've
that
all
we're working
got
towards.
your own goals and your own little
that you choose for yourself. No one else chooses your goal. You choose your goal.
It's so cute, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Any goals for 2025?
Blueberry Bayless to enter.
Of course.
Into the chat.
Blueberry Bayless. I'm so excited for Blueberry Bayless.
She's coming. I can feel her.
Yeah. I can feel her too. Well, we have an impregnation, we think.
We hope.
Yeah.
Obviously consensual.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, so excited.
We can't wait for a little baby.
Well, let's kick 2025 off.
Yes.
Of course, we have dilemmas. What else would we be doing on this podcast?
One short day.
So let's dive in and see what we have this year. Okay, so although we're talking about new beginnings,
Absolutely.
this is the tale as old as time of, do we leave some men in 2024? Or do we let them into our 2025?
It's truly the perfect, like if you were having troubles, it's truly the perfect way to be like, I'm actually leaving him in 2024 and I'm starting afresh. And then all of a sudden, it's the first week of January and knock, knock.
They're back.
Who's in the WhatsApp chats? Who's on the WhatsApp?
So we've got a short
Mr.
and sweet
Brian.
one here. I was seeing a guy this summer.
Right.
After finally sleeping together, he decided he wasn't ready for anything serious.
I fear that is the tale as old as time,
and didn't
isn't it?
want to lead me on. But now he's messaged me saying he misses me, really wants to see me, has made a huge mistake. I really, really liked him.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, I'm very torn.
Yeah.
Do I see him or do I start my 2025 fresh and not bring him into it?
I mean, is he asking to take you on a date? Like,
she's just said, etc., etc. Yeah, wants to see me.
Wants to see me. Do you know what? In this man's defense, we can look at it both ways.
Let's try and be understanding.
Well, yeah, because I'm actually thinking like, he was honest and he said, I don't want to lead you on. But then I fear he did get what he wanted, which was to sleep with you. So it's that which I'm like...
The timing was slightly questionable.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay.
You probably felt a bit used.
Yeah, so like you got me into bed and then as soon as, you'd achieved that,
you were out.
You would then, it was all quite convenient that, I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah.
I don't want to lead you on. You've just led me on for, I'm assuming maybe a couple of months because she said, finally we slept together.
Yeah. Do you know what I really,
and then all of a sudden now you're ready.
Do you know what I really want to do?
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to try and make it happen somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I really want to speak to like, let's say like 10 married couples who are like, let's say mid-50s, mid-60s.
Yeah.
I want to speak to couples who've been married for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just want to hear the trials and tribulations.
Because I'm sure there is.
Because I think it is like so many couples have big wobbles in the beginning. And it's like, oh, well, actually, when we started going out, we actually broke up. Blah, 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 blah. So many do. But
oh my God,
I feel like our era, our like generation is like, you fuck up and you're out. I'm never giving you another chance ever again.
Listen to this.
But I feel like actually if we spoke to some real life older couples, they probably would have gone through a lot of shit.
Listen to this.
And they're successful together for a long time.
So this is what my mum told me recently.
Oh, let's have it. Love to hear it.
Obviously.
The gossip over Christmas.
I needed some advice, whatever. And she said, well... So when I first met your dad, he actually had a girlfriend.
I knew that.
Yeah, and then
I was going to say,
he actually had a girlfriend, and then we went on a date.
Wow.
Okay, and you knew this. Then I think he said to her like, "No, you know what? I'm going to break up with this girlfriend." Then Mum saw him out with her. Oh, yeah, and then she was like, "Okay, fuck off." Then she got a new boyfriend. That was
Slay.
it. Then when he'd broken up with this girlfriend, he came to Mum and was like, I'm sorry. I never wanted to be with her in the first place. Blah, blah, blah. Can I go out with you now? And she had to make a decision in that moment to be like, well, actually, you've been a prick. Like,
you fucked me about.
Whatever. So easy I can go, all right, fuck off then, you small little man. Or be like, oh yeah, go on then. All right,
let's
then
have 3 kids.
Yeah, and she did. So it just shows like one decision.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, can change the trajectory of your life.
Yes.
Because
imagine if we had an email in to say, I've been seeing this guy, he has got a girlfriend. We'd be like, obviously not. You're not going to go out with him. You're never going to see him again.
My God. I know.
And that's what I mean. Like, I think our generation is like, well, obviously not. We have, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then in that instance,
I feel like so many couples actually go through a lot of wobbles in the beginning that if you wrote it on paper, you'd be like, absolutely fucking not. But,
I mean, I fear my dad didn't deserve that chance. I fear.
But you wouldn't be here.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the point is, but they've had a very long, happy marriage.
Exactly. For a long, long time.
And it's not like that was a big mistake.
Yeah, exactly. And they do say,
they're still together.
They do say, in order to make a relationship work, you do have to forgive a lot. Obviously not to the point where it's like, you're taking the piss out of me, cheating on me, whatever. But you do have to find some grace in you to forgive sometimes.
If you stay together for long enough, something's going to go wrong.
And no one's perfect, right?
Yeah.
So what was this lady's dilemma?
Sorry. So the point was...
What was the dilemma again?
They slept together. They were seeing each other.
Yeah.
They slept together.
Yeah.
He said, I don't want to lead you on. I'm not looking for anything right now.
Yeah.
He has come back. And she's saying, for goodness sake, it's my new year. I was going to leave you behind.
I thought you were just some twat who I slept with. Yeah.
Do I entertain this again? Because she did really, really like it.
Do you know what? I think you could entertain it, but you give him a hard fucking time. Like, you make him work for this. Don't just fall straight into his palm. You know, be a bit like,
look, he's back.
Yeah, give him a bit of that. Like, you're not my only option.
Yeah.
You know, I since you've been gone, I've been, you know, I don't need you. Yeah. Why should I give you a chance? Like, give him a real fucking hard time, I say.
And if you can, keep your options open.
Don't
keep
fall
dating.
straight back into his allure.
Otherwise, it's very easy to get tunnel vision and to convince yourself this is the only boy in the world.
Yeah.
This is the only boy that's ever going to like me.
Because you do know you like him and you know he's charming.
Yeah.
And... you know, if he's just saying it to say it, you know, oh, I made a mistake. Anyone can say that.
Anyone can say that.
We need to see it in the action.
It's like, are you just lonely because it's January now? Like, what about in June when your lad's holidays booked? Are you going to not want anything serious?
Yeah. So we need to say, okay, well, where are you taking me? Like, you know,
start as we mean to go on.
Like, we're going to start from scratch now. You think I'm going to just jump in your bed, mate? You've got another fucking thing
come
coming.
round on Sunday night.
Yeah. No. Where are we going? Where are we dining?
Yeah.
Okay.
What have you booked?
Yeah. And make him like realize, oh no, I can't, like she wants to be a girlfriend and that's what she wants.
Yeah.
She'll accept nothing less.
Because people do make mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. We all make mistakes.
You know, if he has to realize, oh, I've really fucked up
like
there.
she was a good egg.
I need to try and get that back. Then fair
and
enough.
You know what?
Like, that does happen.
And do you know what? Fair enough if he was in a different mind place, mind space, and I mean, you know, it's the tale as old as time. I'm not ready for a relationship. Because surely it's like if you meet someone and you are like, oh my God, this person is so great, I can't let them go.
Well, that's what we always come back to.
Then that's just where my mind, I know.
But then, you know, maybe it was something like he wanted to, maybe his career was at a crossroads and he wanted to, maybe he had some exams to do. Like,
maybe he couldn't give you the energy that he knew you deserved.
Maybe he just thought like, I can't focus on this bit at the moment. But then maybe he's had Christmas at home with the family.
Seen all the couples around.
And he's thought,
get me a little bit of a cuddle and a snuggle and a little bit of sugar.
You never know.
I think you can got nothing harm in a date.
There's no harm in a date.
Yeah. Yeah.
But maybe try and get some others in as well.
But yeah, give him a hard time.
To not be so tunnel vision.
Don't just fall
I think that is the trap.
And don't just fall at his feet.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I'm so flattered you're back. Yay!
Yeah.
Like,
because you do low-key want to
let's
do
just
that.
be a bit like, ooh, like a bit... But we know we know that he could let us down again.
That's
right?
the concern.
So your walls are up. And if he wants to work hard on breaking those walls down, then he can be my guest. Go on then.
Give it a go.
So give it a go, babe.
Hit me with your best shot. I think that's a lot of growth from us there.
Yeah, all right, let's do one toot.
Oh, mine's over there.
First problem solved.
First problem of the year solved.
Oh my God. See, in this instance, to be honest, this is when we need to like actually call a man.
I know.
And say, so what mind frame are you sorry to throw a spell in the works.
What?
But I feel like, let's say I was dating someone new. And I was like, no, sorry, mate. Like, not ready for a relationship right now. Like, don't want to lead you on. Is that maybe like, I've got better options out there? You know, it's kind of giving, like I would say stuff like that if I thought I had better options out there, a better lead, or I liked someone a bit more.
So would I.
Right. So then if I was then to go and revisit said person, it'd probably be because these people have all let me down. I'm feeling a bit quite sad and lonely and a bit desperate, if I'm honest.
I know.
Don't want to put that in your head.
But that also may not be the scenario.
It absolutely may not be.
It could be, but it may not be.
Because this is why we need to ask a boy.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
But like we said, we tooted to that lovely date you're going to have.
Toot. See what he's got to say.
Yeah. Enjoy your date.
Like it.
Give him a hard time. Like that. Just give him a hard time and make him work.
Because I feel like these things in the moment are so big. It's like, oh my God, well, he actually let me down. Now he's come back. But, if you guys were together, let's say you guys get married in 8 years' time, it's going to be like, well,
Lord.
even at the beginning, do you remember that? God, do you remember that? Yeah, we actually stopped seeing each other for a bit and then he came back.
Yeah.
Like they sound like in the moment, it's like, oh my God, do I let this man back in
And
or
even
not?
if it spans over a year, when you've been together for 20 years, it's like, oh, could we have that year apart?
Yeah. When you reflect, it just seems like a tiny bump in the road. But at the time, it's like, this is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another lady who's had some revelations for 2025. Yeah. And she wants to move back home to Australia.
Wow, see you soon.
Okay, so my dilemma is I'm wanting to move back to Australia, where I'm from, after living in London for the past 6 years.
Wow.
But I've decided 2025 is the year.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
You want to go back to the sunny state of the Gold Coast?
However, I have started seeing someone relatively new, 4 months in. But we are officially boyfriend and girlfriend. We're in a relationship.
You're not in a relationship, right?
They are in a relationship.
Oh, they are?
They are.
But it is early.
It is early, but they're in a relationship.
Oh, God.
With my Brian, who is British. Okay. This is my first relationship. Okay. And I'm 27. Okay. He is 28. Okay. I have never felt so sure about anyone. And we talk about our future a lot, getting married, having a family. We're really ones to picture the future. My worry is of us being from different countries is going to be what ends our relationship.
Just literally the geographical factors.
We have spoken about it a few times and it always ends in tears. My question is, how do I go about bringing it up to him again as something that I want to talk about more seriously?
And something that you have decided.
I think she has low-key decided, but she's a bit scared to face her decision, I think.
So every time you've kind of spoken about it, he's kind of like, well, this is my home. And then you're kind of like, well, that's my home. And then it's just like, fuck.
And it's not like Spain. It's the other side of the world.
It's, my God. Okay. I mean, we need to face these things. You need to have the conversation. You want to go back home. And literally, unless he is going to come with you, unfortunately, we can't operate a relationship like that.
My next door neighbor is from New Zealand.
In New Zealand.
And her husband, he's British. And they met when he was working in New Zealand.
Our Botox lady's from New Zealand.
She is from New Zealand.
Yeah.
So they met when he was at work, when he was working in New Zealand. And then he was like, well, I'm actually just here for work on like a 2-year contract. Sure. I'm going back to London. Like I'm going back home. Sure. So he moved back home. Yeah. And then they did long distance for a while. Sure. Every 6 weeks, they would do a flight. Someone would come, they would alternate every 6 weeks. Yeah, sure. And then a few years, they've been together for quite a significant amount of time. I mean, they are quite young. They've just had a baby, but they've had quite a long relationship. Yeah. I think they're like late 30s. Yeah. And then she moved to London a few years ago and they got married, bought the house,
settled down
next door to me. They've now recently had a baby. And I was talking to him. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to Australia, New Zealand in Feb. He was like, oh, well, we're moving back. I was like, what? Because they're like my favorite neighbors. I was like, what? And that's how we got into this whole story of the history. Because I always knew she was from New Zealand, but I didn't really think about how they met. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, we will move back at some point. Sarah, she wants to be with her family. Like she wants to go back. Like she's done a stint here for me. Yeah. Like I'm now going to do a stint. And to be honest, he is really excited about going back to back. For him, it's not back, but going to New Zealand because they're having a family. They prefer the lifestyle. So for him, it's not a sacrifice. It's not against his will. Yeah. But he wouldn't be moving there if she didn't want to go back. Yeah. But they made it work. Like they met, like you guys, they met in New Zealand. You're meeting in London. Then you go home. He had to go back. Yeah. They did long distance, and then she came. She came to him. But they will go back. Like they're kind of splitting the time.
That's why I feel like there has to be a solution. Like
I think the reason this is so hard,
and he met you, and he knows where you're from. Like his initial thought, like on that first date, would even be like, She's from Australia. Her whole family, obviously, like you've been talking about where your family are.
You're like thinking that far ahead though. Like it's in the back of your mind, but you're not really facing it.
Look, I think at the end of the day, if you're meant to be, and if he loves you, like you're going to do anything for your partner, even if it's geographical. Like he's going to want to not lose you.
I think this is so hard because it's been 4 months.
Yeah,
like,
but he's perfect.
But apparently he's perfect. Like, perfect. I think that's what makes it even more difficult because like it has just been 4 months. So it's like, but like, I think this could be it. But come on, how do I really know? Like it's been 4 months. Yeah. Like, I think that also makes it a bit more like you've not even been together for a year yet. Have you even had your first fight?
I know you've not been on holiday yet.
You're still in the honeymoon phase.
I know, but the fact that they are already talking about their future,
yeah, it's promising.
I'm like, there is something there. You just need to have these open, like, because you could suggest like, look, I'll stay an extra year, but as long as you like promise me that you could at least come to Australia for a while, and then maybe, and then you don't know, he might come to Australia. He's probably never been to Australia. He might go and be like, yes, let's settle here. This is, like you. But can't.
What if he like works with his best mate like we do?
Oh God!
What if he's got a business with his best mate and his best mate's in London? This is his life.
I know. Well, we need to start.
What if his niece lives next door?
I know. I know.
This man has a life.
I know.
He's 28.
I know. But then she also has a life.
She has a life
out
too.
Over there.
I know.
And for 6 years, that's what. You need to talk to him. So does it end in tears because he's like, no?
I think it must end in tears because it's like no one really wants to say it, but like we both kind of have this feeling that like, well,
because otherwise he would have said, yeah, I'm open to it. And then you'd have been like, oh, relaxed. Shit. Well, you need to get to that point where he can say, I'm open to that. Because if he can't say that, then it's either, you sacrifice your entire family and stay here for him, or he can be open-minded and try a little stint. I don't know. It's so hard, isn't it?
I mean, could you do such a thing as like, I'm not sure what the income's like, but could we meet in Dubai? I feel like that's in the middle of you both.
Yeah. Yeah. We could
every
move
few
to Dubai.
Months. Not move. Well, we could move to Dubai. That'd be lovely. But like, you know, if we're going to do long distance, it's not always got to be a 16-hour plane journey. Well, we could meet in Dubai. We could do 8 hours. Yeah. 6, 7.
Yeah, I mean,
a good wind.
For the English person, it'll be 6 hours, and then for the Australian person, it'll be about 16-hour flight.
16?
Yeah, from Dubai.
Isn't it 16 from London?
Nope. Yeah. I thought from Dubai to Sydney, we're looking at.
Are we looking at 16 hours? Flight. I thought it was like. I thought
because it's 24 hours of travel.
I thought Dubai would be in the middle.
Dubai to where are we flying to? Sydney. Flight time. 13 hours 40. Okay, it's still long.
So it's significantly longer then, because Dubai feels like a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah,
from
Dubai
here.
is like.
Right, we'll ignore that then.
Well, but it's still an option because it's not the 24 hours of travel. But he needs to, unless he can start kind of being like, this is my new reality. My girlfriend is fucking from Australia. There's, I've got to make some sacrifices here. Unless he can. Because he can't make you stay in England, and then you're going to start resenting him because you got your whole family. Unless it's a choice,
unless he's worth it.
Unless he's worth it,
and meeting this guy has changed the trajectory of your life. And it's like, I was actually going to move back to Australia
because I guess you made that decision.
I met your dad, and I just couldn't leave.
Because I guess you made that decision when you were single.
Yeah.
And obviously, if this is the love of your,
I guess the thing is, you need to think like,
is talk to him.
Against him, because that's not fair on him either. Yeah. Like if you're choosing to stay, you've got to be genuinely happy to stay. Yeah. And if you're not, then I don't think it's fair or productive to a healthy relationship.
I do think you could maybe like lock in like 2 years in Australia with him. Yeah. And then you might then have to compromise and come back for a couple of years.
What jobs have we got?
I don't know, Soph.
We're chopping and changing jobs.
I don't know, babes. I don't know what we're doing.
Can't just do that.
Don't know what jobs we've got.
I know. I think, unfortunately, you can only put it off for so long.
You need to have the conversation.
Sometimes, like you've got that voice in your head, and it's like, I just don't want to face it. I don't want to face it. I don't want to face it.
Don't want to lose him.
But it's like, look, it's 2025. It's a new year.
But we've just got him.
We've just got him.
We got him in September.
I know. But it's like, we're only delaying the inevitable.
I know.
Like, we need to have these hard conversations, because the thing is, like, at the end of the day, you need your answer. Like, you need to know, is there a slither of possibility that if we were,
come and live in the sun with me on the fucking Gold Coast, it's not that awful.
But then also imagine if you knew someone for 4 months.
Well, yeah.
You've got to know, they haven't been together for 6 years.
No, I know.
This is a 4-month thing. And someone was asking you to move to Australia after 4 months. I'd be like, where the fuck are you going? You're getting carried away with yourself.
Come back down to reality, babes.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's been quite quick.
I fear that geographical issues are the same make or break as like your boyfriend saying, I've decided I don't want to have kids anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, well, I want kids. I love you. I want to be with you. But this is never going to work because you want that and I want that. So it's exactly the same. If he's going to stand firm when you have this conversation and he says, I will never leave England. Never, ever. And you're saying, well, I need to go back home. It's time for me. It's been 6 years. Unfortunately, that is the end of the relationship.
That is the end.
Because you can't stay here for him. No. And he's not leaving. And it's like that. It's like saying you can't stay in a relationship with someone when that person doesn't want to have kids and you're desperately wanting kids.
The end is inevitable. And you just don't want to face it.
Exactly. And you can't just keep putting off your dream just because you want to be with this person when really you want to have kids and this person doesn't want to have kids.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. So you have to see it like that.
I agree.
Because it's so hard, because it's like, oh, well, maybe I can want that too. Maybe I can want to stay in London. Maybe I can want to.
But then what happens when you have a big row and you're like, God, he's really pissed me off. And then it's like, I'm in this country because of him. I want to go see my mum and have a cup of tea. I think you need to have the hard like the time is now.
You need to speak about it.
I know it's kind of awkward and it's kind of tricky because like you have only been together for 4 months.
Yeah.
It's not like this is your boyfriend of 6 years. So I appreciate that it's a bit like, oh, I feel weird asking this man to move to if he wants to come to Australia. Like I'm jumping the gun a bit. I've only known him for 4 months. But you're an adult, you're 27 years old. He's 28. Like this is a real relationship. And we need to decide if this has got potential or not.
I know.
And maybe, it's just
because if he's the right person, he will make it work, and he'll want to come to
at least be open to a long distance.
Yeah, and he'll come to a conclusion. You'll come to a conclusion together to make it work. But if he's so like no, then.
I just think you owe it to yourself to like just face it and have the hard conversation, because I know I would be putting it off too. Because I'd be like, no, I'm not bringing that up.
You both are probably just kind of
I'm having a nice weekend. Like I'm not bringing that up. But
I want to go to the cinema and enjoy myself.
Yeah, I think you need to.
Don't want to be crying this weekend, eh?
You can do it.
You've got this.
2025.
Let's get a toot, toot,
We're
toot.
facing our issues.
Let's get a toot, toot, toot. 3, 2, 1.
I want these every episode.
Woo! It's so. How does it work?
I don't know. How does this contraption work?
It's just fucking paper.
It is. But we've paid for.
We'll go to the football.
Yeah.
Go watch the cricket.
Take it to Wicked.
God.
I'm in the audience.
I'm actually weird. I'll get kicked out.
Right, let's see what else we've got. What else can we accomplish?
Imagine everyone brought these to the girls' bathroom live. In the audience. I'd die. Oh my God, literally get winded. Actual lighthead. Right. Pause. Our Christmas wish this
Take it
year
away.
is for you to please give us the jolly gift of clicking
A
the small but mighty,
small but powerful
subscribe button.
It is indeed.
Our New Year goal is 100,000. We'd love a plaque.
We've got some fun episodes coming. We've decked out the studio. We've decked the halls.
I made these bows myself.
We've made these jumpers too. And we'd love to hit 100,000. It is our Christmas wish. So, no pressure, but it's pretty quick. It's pretty easy.
Listen, I'm guilty too.
We're all guilty.
Maybe I'm not even subscribed to this channel. Maybe I'm not, Sophia. I might have to check. Okay, but this is all things we can reflect on for the new year. Make sure we're subscribed to this.
There's always room
channel,
for improvement.
The girls' bathroom. So thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the app.
We've got a wedding issue. Oh my God, we've got pictures of everyone.
Oh
we've got a whole family picture. Okay, hello. So obviously it's 2025. We've got a lot of weddings coming up.
Yeah, for some people, it's like, I'm getting married this year. Shit, it's this year now.
A lot of brides. So a lot of the people who got engaged in the summer, their weddings are now in the summer. All right.
Or if they got engaged even 2-3 summers ago.
Yeah. The
June
weddings.
2025 wedding.
So all of a sudden, it's 2025, the year of my wedding.
Wow.
Oh my God. So Sarah here is saying, wedding gossip gone wrong. Need help.
Oh, people had a bit too many drinks on Christmas, didn't they? It all came out.
Yeah. Hi, girls. Obsessed with the pod. I'm in the middle of a friendship mess and could really use your advice.
Let's go.
So here's the situation. My friend, let's call her Emma, okay,
Emma?
had her wedding recently. All right.
A winter wedding.
Yeah. And after that, I ended up telling her that one of our mutual friends, Sarah, had been gossiping about her to me at the wedding.
Right.
So you said...
To the bride.
Yeah, you said, listen up, Emma, at your fucking wedding, Sarah was bitching about you to me.
That girl who you paid for her dinner, her 3-course meal.
Yeah.
She was bitching about you.
So she was giving a bit like, ooh, is your chicken cold? Mine's cold.
Ooh. Wouldn't you chose that dress, would you?
Wouldn't you chose that dress, would you? Don't like that cut. Oh, God. Oh, God, this music choice. I wouldn't have chose this. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, no slippers to put on after. Oh, God.
No transport. Not good transport.
Oh, God. No
links
minibus for gas. Okay. Oh, God. Gossip him. Okay. So Emma is the bride. Sarah was the gossip at the wedding. It wasn't something I had intentionally planned to share. When Emma the bride and I met up, she mentioned that she felt that Sarah had been acting weird lately.
Oh, and it's like, well, funny you say that because she had a bad attitude on your wedding day as well.
Yeah, and was wondering if she had done something wrong. And it all just spilled out.
Okay.
I
see how that's happened.
Yeah, that's natural. Just like, oh, well, now you mention it. Actually, Sarah did say this and this. And thinking about it, that is a bit, Sarah had some very harsh things to say about Emma behind her back, like calling her fake.
On my own wedding day?
At my own wedding day, and questioning her character. This felt especially cruel because Emma has always been kind to Sarah. It's giving jealousy. You know?
It's giving, this is the day where everyone is loving on you, you know, lifting
gifting you
up.
Presents, you know, we're all...
Speeches are being made about how great you are.
How beautiful you look.
And
you look like a princess. And
she just can't stand it today.
She can't stand it, yeah. She even helped organise Sarah's bachelorette party in the past. So it's like Emma has been a good friend to Sarah.
Yeah.
Despite them not being super close, more like acquaintances through their husbands. So, like their husbands are friends first. On top of that, Emma is genuinely such a kind-hearted person. Like everyone loves her. Like she's lovely. Okay. But here's where it got even more complicated. Emma also shared during that conversation that Sarah had been gossiping about me.
She's gossiping about
So you two have finally met up on your own. And you know, she was gossiping about she was gossiping about you.
Oh my God.
So it's like, who's the fake one?
She can't help herself.
Sarah's the fake one. And you're projecting that onto Emma. You're the fake one who's going behind all our backs.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was gossiping about me when we first met, saying things like that I wasn't a good match with my boyfriend.
Well, she's obviously just not happy in her relationship.
Yes, I fear that's what it is.
She can't stand to see someone happy on their wedding day. She's
someone new and in love. Oh, they're not a good match, are they?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think she's maybe just not happy within herself.
Yeah.
And this is all a projection because she's jealous, and it's sad because she's not happy. She's not happy.
And she must see qualities in your boyfriend
that she wishes that she had.
That she wishes that her husband had. Because she's married now. It's like, this ain't going nowhere.
I've had my time.
And she's seen this new couple waltz in and gone, they look so happy. Oh, but they're not a good match. You know?
Yeah. It makes herself feel better about her own situation.
And she wants other people to validate her in that. She wants people to go, oh, I know. So that she feels better about herself and her relationship.
Yeah.
This made me feel even more frustrated. Like, why is Sarah tearing everyone down behind their backs? When I told Emma about the gossip, I felt terrible because it had started a bigger dilemma than I expected. Part of me wonders if I should have just kept it to myself, but Emma told me, thank you for telling me, because if I had found out later from someone else that Sarah was saying these things to you, I would have ended our own friendship entirely.
Yes. Because it's like, well, why hasn't that's like someone slagging me off to Chintz and then me finding out through someone else. I'd be like, someone was. It's like, well, why didn't you tell me?
Well, yeah, someone slagged you off to me, and then I saw that you went for a coffee with her, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'll go, that fucking bitch has been chatting about you, by the way.
Yeah.
Whereas, but you're watching your friend hang out with someone who actively dislikes her.
So it's good that you did tell her.
Yeah, I care about both Emma and Sarah. So I hope that this could just be all resolved with an honest conversation between the two of them. Especially because Sarah is pregnant. Oh God, Sarah's fucking preggo.
Oh, goodness
And maybe going through a tough time. Hormones, stress, arguments with her Brian. So you're giving her a little bit of grace.
You're giving her grace because she's a pregnant woman. Come on.
Pregnant.
She's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah. But instead of apologizing or taking accountability, Sarah completely shut down. When I told her I'd spoken to Emma, I did give her the chance to make things right, but her response was, this is too childish. I'm not going to talk to Emma. If she wants to talk, she can come to me. Right. Emma, on the other hand, is really disappointed and feels hurt and saying that she won't reach out first because she didn't do anything wrong. Yes.
True.
Yes, really, it should be Sarah who's like, you're right. I take accountability. I was in a bad, foul mood that day. I was having a bitch and a moan. Let me apologise to the bride. But she's saying, no, she needs to come to me. You need to apologise to her.
She's a pregnant woman.
It's a
pregnant
complete...
women can do what they like in my eyes.
It's a complete mess, especially because our Bryans are best friends. We have pictures of the Bryans.
So I'm imagining like double dates.
Yes.
I'm guessing the two of them come round for dinner a lot.
Yeah.
Like you've probably been on weekends away together.
And
like,
their husbands
if
are probably...
the boys are chatting, you're in the background on FaceTime.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
like, you're just linked, aren't you?
Emma's Brian and Sarah's Brian plus mine have been like brothers for years.
Wow.
So it's like we
best
need
friends
to...
that anybody could have.
Yeah, we need to be mates.
Right.
But now Emma's Brian and Sarah's Brian are ignoring each other and it's affecting everyone. Ooh. So now the Bryans are beefing because...
The girls are beefing.
Yeah. I really didn't mean to cause trouble. Oh, so you think it's your fault? Oh. It's not your fault. Just because you let Emma know about. But I felt fake not telling Emma the truth.
Yeah.
Was it wrong of me to tell her? How can I fix this without making things worse? Because you guys love a picture. Here we go. This is our Sarah writing in.
This is the pregnant woman.
This is... No. This is...
Oh, this is writing in.
This is the lady writing in.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Aww.
She's put me.
Oh, lovely.
Then we've got her Brian. Lovely. Happy man. Kind eyes.
Man. Lovely.
Kind eyes.
Yeah, really kind.
Then we've got Emma, the bride, who's just had her wedding. Gorgeous.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Who is that
and she's got a baby. I know.
Is that Emma's baby?
I think so. Because then this is Emma's husband.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is their baby. Yes! Look at the baby.
Oh, my God. Everyone is stunning.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I can see the friendship between the brides. And then down here, okay, oh my God. So now we have Sarah, who's pregnant.
The gossip.
Oh, yeah. So now we've got Sarah, the gossip.
Okay.
I mean, also beautiful. This is a beautiful friendship group.
Oh,
everyone is so handsome and beautiful.
Everyone's a model.
Yeah.
Where's Sarah's man?
And then Sarah's man's right here.
Oh, handsome again. God,
yeah.
You guys.
Everyone looks sun-kissed and just...
Everyone looks incredible.
Yeah. And then this is our lady writing in again and her man who we've seen. I mean,
Slay.
Just...
Oh my God,
how
gorgeous. Come on.
Come on, fucking models.
Gorgeous group of people, this lot. Imagine if you walk past them all in the street.
Fucking hell.
God. I'll be able to take my eyes off them.
Love from Germany. My God.
Wie geht's?
So you innocently kind of sharing to Emma, look, Sarah was chatting a bit of shit, has escalated to now the Bryans aren't talking, now everyone's beefing. You know, Sarah's pregnant, but her man's now not talking to his best friend. It's obviously blown up.
Yes. I mean, in this instance, you know, because
everyone is so handsome and beautiful.
I know. I'm surprised that the boys aren't talking. Because I feel lads, like when boys fall out versus girls, like I feel like boys can just genuinely squash stuff. Generally speaking,
because generally speaking, they're less emotional, aren't they? Generally speaking,
and it's less like I feel like women we can be a bit more like
hold on to stuff a bit
and
more.
A bit more like I don't know what the word is, but I feel like boys can be like, oh, sorry, mate, I didn't mean that, and then it's like. chill.
I was like, it's all right, mate.
It's all right. We're over
handshake.
And they do get over it. Whereas I feel like women, like, doesn't always work that way. We're a bit more like, no.
Especially with gossiping and bitching about one another. And like, it's behind the back and they're like, oh, she did she say that? But what the she's gossiping about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that the boys aren't like chatting.
That's why I fear that maybe Sarah has fed some incorrect information to her Brian.
Possibly.
To maybe paint someone else in a bad light. Because Sarah has not took accountability, I fear.
Yes.
So maybe Sarah has spun it slightly to make herself not look so bad to her Brian. And then, I don't know, maybe they've tried to have a conversation with the Brians and they've butt heads.
Maybe.
Because Sarah's told him one thing.
Well, Sarah's obviously just a bit of a gossip.
Yeah.
Right? That's just who she is. Nothing necessarily. I
mean,
she shouldn't have said what she said, but some people just love a bit of a gossip. They can't help themselves.
Yeah, so it's a shame that when she got called out in this instance, she couldn't have just gone, oh my God, Emma, my bad. Let me speak to you. Emma, I didn't mean it. I was preggo.
Yeah.
Hormones. I was in a foul mood. I'm so sorry. I love you. Obviously,
And
I care about you.
She
and
would
squash it.
Cut a lot of slack because she is pregnant.
Yeah, and you guys were saying that. She's pregnant, hormones. So if she'd have just that's why it's a shame, because Sarah, look, Sarah.
Come on.
All you need to do is talk to Emma. And she said, no, Emma needs to come to me. You were the one gossiping about Emma at her wedding.
I think probably Sarah's a bit embarrassed
that she's been
caught out.
Yeah.
Because, maybe Sarah is under the impression that she is the glue.
Right.
Sarah's busy mates with Emma, having a bit of a bitch about you.
Yeah.
Sarah's also busy mates with you, having a bit of a bitch about Emma.
She probably thought the bitching wasn't going to get around.
She maybe didn't realise that you and Emma would talk about Sarah when she's not there. Yeah. Like maybe it's kind of like really shocked her that you talk about her even though she talks about you. It's that kind of like, well obviously, but maybe she thought, oh shit, I didn't actually think that you guys would be chatting about me. I know I'm chatting about you, but I didn't think you'd be chatting about me.
She did think that it would ever come up.
Maybe she got a little bit embarrassed and a bit like, oh shit, hang on, like what the hell? I didn't think that was the dynamic. Like maybe this really caught her off guard.
Yeah, I fear it did.
And maybe that's why she jumped on the defense and was like, well, I'm not doing that. Like maybe if you approach it again, now she's had time to kind of cool down and digest it.
She could maybe take a little bit of accountability.
If it were me, I would just get the boys to chat. I'd be like, can you ask him like what the vibe is? Like what's going on?
I know.
Like can the boys up like, lads, what's going on with Sarah?
Obviously, this is
me. Is Sarah all right?
Obviously.
I know the girls aren't chatting.
For the brothers, this friendship that the boys had is a brotherhood.
Yeah.
For the brothers to not be talking, it's like, what has been said?
I know. Must have escalated.
So where's the Brian who is still on speaking terms with the two boys? He needs to come in and be like, boys.
That's your boyfriend, I think, the girl who's writing.
Okay, so he needs to come in, boys.
What's going on?
What's going on, boys? Let's sort this out. We can't let this woman drama.
I'm getting an earful from my girl about this and this and this.
And then once the boys have been like, oh, sorry, mate, look, it's just, what it is with the wives, Yeah. And then they go to their wives and say,
you should just say sorry.
You need to take account. Look, say sorry, Sarah.
Let's
Emma,
just move past it.
Let's just move past it because we're a little group. We're all getting pregnant now. We're getting married and we're all having babies.
We want good vibes.
We want good vibes. We want the babies to be friends.
Yeah.
And we want a lovely life.
It doesn't need to escalate any further.
No, because
it's already escalated.
It's just Sarah handled it poorly. And as long as she can just be like, look, Emma, I apologise, Emma. That's all she has to do. I fear that's all she has to do. She says, Emma, so easy. I'm really sorry. I was just in a bad headspace.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love you. I have a lot of respect for you, a lot of love. That's what you've got to say.
I know.
We're in Germany.
What's bye in German again?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What's good luck?
French is bonne chance.
Bonne chance. But in
Wie geht's? Well, good is good.
Gut. Sehr gut.
Sehr gut. Ich habe eine.
Ich habe einen Hund.
Ich habe eine Hund.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, I do think it can be resolved.
Me too. You will laugh about this one day.
But I imagine if I was a raging pregnant woman as well, like I'd be struggling to see clearly.
So, yeah.
I'd be all over the place.
I'd say you can all pander to me.
Yeah.
You can come and apologise to me.
Look at my swollen ankles.
Look at me. I'm going through
Look at my
enough.
swollen nose. Look at my swollen face. All right?
You can just take this one and say sorry to me, for goodness sake.
But all she has to do is say, I'm sorry, Emma.
I know. But she's going through a lot.
Yeah.
She's got a lot on her plate. Okay. Another girl talk one here.
Dealing with another pregnancy.
My best friend.
Oh, no, we're not.
We're dealing with a child.
A child, God.
My best friend made herself godparent. So she's assumed, perhaps incorrectly.
I mean, perhaps I would make that assumption myself.
Me too.
If we had a christening to attend.
Me too. Well, I'm naturally the godparent.
I'll get my finest get up.
Stand at the altar.
Stand at the altar, to God and say, thank you, God, I will take on this blessing. I'll look after this child as my own.
As my own. There we go. So here is my dilemma.
Right.
I found out I was pregnant in May. I have been with my boyfriend for 6 years. However, our baby was unplanned, but completely welcomed. I immediately...
Wait a second. Imagine this is Sarah writing in.
From the other dilemma.
From the other dilemma. And Emma's and someone...
And Emma's assuming she's
a godparent. Imagine.
I immediately told my best friend, Susan, that I was pregnant and was extremely excited to share the news with someone.
So this is back in May.
At that point, I was only a couple of weeks, so it was super early days. Yeah. Straight away, Susan was so happy and supportive, but asked, like off the bat, who the godparent would be.
Ooh. Oh, what? Even while you were still preg?
Yeah, like early days.
Oh, okay.
Now, for some context.
That wouldn't be the first thing I would ask.
No.
I'd wait until until you were saying like, oh, I'm thinking of getting a christening. Then I'd be like, oh, who are you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe when the baby's like a year old.
Yeah, when do you get the christening? There may be.
I think you can do it whenever you want.
Yeah.
I am not religious. I don't have a godparent myself, and neither does she.
Oh, you're not religious?
I was literally 2 weeks pregnant when
She's not religious?
No.
I thought it was like we were assuming that we're all Christians.
No, she ain't religious. And neither is her mate. I was literally 2 weeks pregnant. Like I'd just taken the test when she's asking me these questions. I made the mistake.
Will the child be going to a Catholic school? Who's your priest?
Secondary school.
Who's your priest in your parish? Sarah, I'm not religious.
And neither are you.
and neither are you. All these questions too. He's fucking pregnant. Right.
Just found out.
Okay, right.
I made the mistake of responding by saying, girl, I have not even thought of that yet, but I'll chat with Brian. But, of course you are on the list.
So Brian's religious. So anyway, we know we're having a baptism. I'm assuming.
I don't know.
Because
maybe, yeah.
Because she said, oh, I've not thought about that, but let me chat with Brian. You're on the list. That's giving like I am having a baptism.
For the next few weeks, she kept asking.
Interesting.
I had my 12-week scan. Everything was healthy and good. So we announced our pregnancy on Facebook after telling our family. Oh my God.
Is it because she really wants to go through this pregnancy, kind of being like, I'm the godparent, I'm the god,
Susan then asked when she could announce that she is a godparent.
Because she wants
slow you down your horses, Sarah.
She wants to be saying, I've got a baby on the way. I'm going to be a godparent. Like she's fucking pregnant.
Like she's in on it too.
And I think she wants to be with you in the delivery room, to see her godparent, her godchild. She really wants to go on this journey together, knowing that she's the parent.
She does.
The godparent.
The godparent.
In the eyes of God.
In the eyes of God. The parent in the eyes of God.
The parent in the eyes of God.
I said, whoa, calm down. Let me decide what's happening first.
Yeah, I fear that's too much.
Oh my God. No, I'm sorry. Susan, this is... I don't think this is okay.
No.
She then told me that she and her boyfriend had already told their families that they were going to be godparents.
I don't even know this man.
Who the fuck is this man?
Yeah. This is your
he
fucking...
ain't no godparent to my child.
I don't know this man. Oh
but also, that's not a thing.
But that's not
you
okay.
You can be a married husband and wife. Like, say if you were married and I said to you, you're going to be the godmum, that does not mean that your husband is the goddad. It's someone else
you
who's
can
the
choose who you can. Yeah,
it doesn't have to be. It's not a couple.
No, it's not.
Rarely is it a couple.
No,
it's two separate people.
It is.
She's got confused there.
It is because I have two separate.
Two from two different things. It's not like a husband and wife. And also, it's got to be a godparent.
She's completely disregarded what you've said.
Yeah,
you've said, well, honestly,
she's got swept away.
I've just got pregnant. I don't know. Well.
I just took a test.
literally, you've just said to your family
You're already making claims.
Yeah, that's... Okay.
She's her boyfriend. Yeah. I'd be like, Susan, give it a rest. I'd say, Susan, this has proved to me that you are not fit to be a godparent because of this behaviour. Wow.
That is a lot. I'd be so overwhelmed.
No.
Especially because you've said multiple times.
Yeah. I'd tell a friend, I'd say, sorry, you've got to tell her. I'm pregnant. You can do it. I wasn't sure how to respond.
Yeah, I feel.
And just said, let me be a parent before I decide the roles of everyone else.
Like, this is my first child.
Yeah. Give me a break.
I don't even know, who's going to be. No, I don't even. Also, how do I, I've not even had the baby. I don't even know if you're going to be there for me in the early years.
Yeah.
Are you even going to be there for me during pregnancy? I need to see who's there for me.
Yeah.
It's going to show up for me before I make such a decision.
Sometimes, you're not choosing the godparent. It's not always the person you're closest to.
Yes.
It's who would I want to raise my child?
Yes, if I die.
If I wasn't capable anymore, it's not always going to be, naturally, it's your best mate. It might be someone who you think, I think I'm going to pick them because they are X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It's not always just the person who you're closest to.
It could be your auntie,
you do
your
take
mom.
other things into consideration.
Yes.
She said that was fair, but I need to keep her updated.
Sorry, why is there such haste?
I don't know.
It's honestly like she's planning to poison you. Do you know what I mean?
I told my Brian.
Right.
And he said he does not want a godparent.
Okay.
So where's this coming from? No one is religious.
If Sarah's not religious, you're not religious. Brian says he doesn't
even want
godparents. The baby's not
going to be religious.
It's like we'll call you Auntie Sarah. There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
There you go.
And Brian said she needs to be told no. However, I feel like this would completely crush her. I get she's wrong for doing this, but she is very emotional and I would hate for any stress right now. My baby shower is happening New Year 2025. And I've asked Susan, of course, to plan it.
Right.
She has made every detail about herself.
What, Sophia?
She has not listened to anything I wanted. The colour scheme is what she wants. My mum has had to even step in and reorganise.
What is going on?
She asked me, it's like she's planning on stealing your baby.
Honestly, I don't want to fear the worst, but why is she doing this?
I don't know.
Give the pregnant woman what she wants. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Why are we going to such lengths to
do this?
Do this.
So she asked me if she can wear a godparent sash. Susan, get a fucking grip, please. I'm exhausted. A godparent sash. I'm not even. What world are you in? I have said to you multiple times, just hang on, whoa, slow down. Let me decide. It's not set in stone yet. Let me have the baby first. And you keep pushing me.
Why does she want
a godparent tattoo next?
Yeah, why does she want it so desperately to be about her? It's actually concerning behaviour that she's disregarding you so much. You've said, I'm not thinking about that now. Maybe you're on the list, I don't know. I don't want a godparent. Blah, blah, blah. Let me figure out how to be a mum first before I have to make this decision. All I've simply asked for is a safari-themed baby shower. You're throwing me a pink paradise baby shower. And now you want to wear it. Why do you want to make it about you? It's like she wants to steal the shine from you.
So she wants to wear the godparent sash.
I didn't even know such a sash existed.
Neither did I. She'll get one made on Etsy. And
handmade. Made it myself.
And greet all the guests at the door. You're trying to take my role.
Yeah.
This is about me.
It's really...
Are you growing a baby inside you? Are you being sick night and day for months on end? No. So sit down and do as you're told.
It's really weird behaviour. Really weird.
Really weird.
You're not religious. I'm not religious. How are you a godparent? You don't believe in God.
Worse.
How are you a godparent when you don't believe in God?
Don't even go to church.
Say the Our Father now. Say Hail Mary now, Sarah.
Say it backwards.
Yeah.
My granny would laugh if she was formally greeted at a venue. I only wanted an afternoon tea.
Yeah.
It would be way too much. Susan then posted on my event page about the dress code, telling everyone to bring their dancing shoes.
Bring your tap shoes, everyone.
I deleted the post and said, girls, stop. Nobody is dancing. It's afternoon tea.
Yeah. Scones, for goodness
She
sake.
told me she is doing her godparent duty and is taking the lead on planning the event. I just don't know how to tell this girl no. She is very emotional and would completely make this godparent ordeal a very big
she
thing.
said twice now that she's very emotional.
Oh my God.
Why is she so emotional?
She would 100% post on Facebook about every outing with the baby, refer to her as godchild. I'm now 30 weeks. Labour is looming. I have no idea what to do. This girl is nuts.
This girl is nuts.
But I also love her. Listen to this. Love from Sarah and a future girl's bathroom fan and the baby emoji. God, we're being passed down to the next generation.
Not the next generation. Oh, right.
Fucking hell. And this girl would do my head in.
And all in the meantime, you're just like,
I fear I would explode.
I'm giving birth soon. I can't even think about this as well. Like, I need to read up on pregnancy and being a mum. And you're acting like that, wearing a fucking twatty godparent sash when I'm looking through your eyes. And I've said, you ain't no godparent.
You ain't no godparent.
Say the fucking half.
I would. If this were genuinely me, I would say to my baby's father,
sort this out.
Sort it out.
Yeah, me
or
too.
My mum, I'd say, Fiona, you're the grandmother of this child. Sort it out. Take this off my plate immediately.
It's just like,
sit her down, have a stern conversation, and tell her she needs to pack it in.
Because I'm scared that her intentions are like a bit weird. Like, I'm scared of her intentions now. It's like, why are you trying to steal my limelight at my fucking chill baby shower? Why you want to wear a sash? I've told you, I fear if I ever said to anyone, ooh, am I going to be a godparent?
I would never ask the question.
But I fear if I ever said it, oh, am I going to be? And they said, oh, I'm not thinking about that yet. Oh, no, I don't really. You would never mention it again. Any normal person would never mention it again. You'd be mortified. So why she is still tooting on this horn, quite literally,
the godparent
it's
horn.
like, what don't you understand? It's like she's doing it then, because then I get scared that there's those people who just like genuinely do it because they want to ruin your experience and they want to steal the limelight, like, like at weddings and stuff. When people like want to steal your limelight, or when people announce their pregnancy at your wedding, it's giving that
upstage.
Yeah.
Well, it's
or she so innocently wants to be involved. But you're going to be called Auntie Sarah anyway.
I know.
You're my best friend and I love you. Why are you going to such lengths? Brian,
need
sort it out.
Brian, yeah, deal with it. I think you need to say, because if no one's religious, you need to say, we're not having godparents.
I feel she said it.
We're not having any. So you'll be known as Auntie Sarah. Give her title.
Yeah. That's it.
And if you have got to do it.
We're not having a baptism.
If your boyfriend's not going to do it for you, or your husband or your baby's father, if they're not going to do it for you, which they definitely should, it's the least he could do, then you're going for all this. Then I'd say, right, well, I'm blaming it on you then. I'm taking the pressure off me. Yeah. And I'm saying, listen, Sarah, me and Brian have been speaking a lot. Yeah. This is our child. Yeah. And, we're not going to have godparents.
Our firstborn.
We're not going to have any. So, you're going to be Auntie Sarah.
Yeah.
And so no godparents. No godparents. Brian really doesn't want it. I know, taking it with him. I know, but he really does not want, so that won't be happening.
And just tell her, just tell her.
Blame it on him.
Because you're telling her, no godparents, but Auntie Sarah.
Auntie Sarah.
I'd be flattered with that. Anyone would be flattered with that. You get the title of Auntie.
Yeah. I would get someone else to deal with it. And because this is a clear case of bizarre. Like, she's just not hearing you. Like, she's bizarre. Watching you speak, but she's not absorbing any of it. She is hearing what she wants to hear. And it's like, you're not in the real world, babe. I'm telling you that this isn't your gig. No. And you keep trying to claim it. So I would either get your mum or your baby's father to sit this woman down.
Have you got a sister?
And have a conversation and say, Sarah, you're getting way too carried away here. I love that you're excited for us. Thank you. Yeah. I love your enthusiasm. I know that you've really been there for Sarah and she really, really appreciates it. But I know I think there's been a miscommunication because you aren't a godparent to our child.
Yeah, say it
You
like
got
that.
to tell her because she's taking the piss
Don't
now.
wear the sash. There's no godparents.
You're taking the piss.
We've never been to church.
Like, you're ruining this for me now.
We've never been to church.
No.
So she needs to get the message before this baby shower so that she can tone it down.
Because it's like, I love the enthusiasm. I appreciate you trying to take a weight off my shoulders and organize. I appreciate planning a baby shower takes a lot of time.
It's a lot.
And I love that you've taken time out of your life to think and do something for me. I'm not trying to discredit that.
Yeah.
But you're taking it too far.
Too far. Like, I'm a pregnant woman.
You can't claim. Like, you can't just say things and claim.
Like, I'm carrying a child around in my fucking belly. Like,
vagina.
Come on.
Give me a grip. Give me a break.
We need to. I fear Sarah. Are you even baptized, Sarah? No.
Have you even got godparents?
Have you had your Holy Communion?
No.
First confirmation? I don't think so. Look,
what's your confirmation name?
What's your confirmation name, Sarah? All right. Did you wear that red sash? Oh no, the boys only wore the red sash. Did you wear a red sash?
No, we had a sash, didn't we?
Yeah, I did.
No, we had little wedding dresses.
No, we had a white sash, eh? The boys had that red sash.
We were like mini brides and grooms.
Yeah, with the veil on and tiara. It's like little child brides.
Little wedding
outside the church.
Oh, God.
Yeah, lovely.
Tell her straight.
Yeah.
Tell her straight.
You know, because
and on that note...
Okay, we're going to end here. Sometimes, does anyone know anyone that is a particularly bad gift giver?
We may have experienced this festive period.
Yeah, some of you may have experienced. I feel like growing up, there may be one who's like,
what's that?
Just rather a gift card.
I'd
you know what I mean?
Cash.
Yeah, rather the £30 cash in hand.
Absolutely.
So Sarah,
they walk amongst us, the bad gift givers.
Yeah, I fear it will never be us.
I don't think so. I think we do pretty well.
Thank you. So Sarah here says she's having this concern. She says she keeps buying me things I just simply don't want. Hi girls, love the podcast. Gonna keep this short.
Thank you.
My cousin, it's a cousin, consistently buys me cheaper versions / knockoff things. I'm very much a quality over quantity girl, and she knows this.
Right.
For example, she'll ask me what I would like for Christmas / my birthday. I'll send her a link to a few things I have on my wish list at the moment. And she can pick out one thing to buy me. I'm not expecting the whole list. This is just things that I genuinely want. For my last birthday, I asked for a MAC lip liner in plum.
Gorgeous.
She went and bought me a dupe of it and loads of other things that I didn't want or need, which amounted to over the price of the lip liner I asked for initially. So in her head, she's thinking she needs more things to open. I can't just wrap up a little skinny lip liner.
When really, I want that though.
That's what I want.
That's what I want.
I'll be more appreciative of that you listened to me. Yeah. That I asked for that. Than the dupe and all the other stuff. Right.
Because also it's a case of, sorry, I know you've got a long read, but like if I'm actually sending you, because quite often it's like, oh, I don't really need anything, like just whatever, like anything. If you see something and think of me, like I would love that. But like if I'm actually sending you something specific, if I'm sending you a link,
babes,
it's like, well, you know what? Since you've asked, I actually want this.
Since you've insisted on asking me exactly what I want, I may as well send you a specific link.
Yeah, so it's strange. Like I'm making your life so easy.
Yeah, truly. I've tried telling her she doesn't need to buy me anything else. Only what I ask for, but she doesn't seem to be getting the message. How would you suggest I address this? Or should I just cut my losses and remain silent? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year, Sarah.
So I'm assuming something went down at Christmas that she thought, what on earth is this?
Yeah. So for example, for the birthday, it was the specific MAC plum liner. You got the dupe and a bunch of other faffy stuff that you didn't have a use for.
Now, is 2025 the year where we are speaking the truth?
That is the question.
And we're saying, look.
Well, she's already said, look, you don't need to buy me the other stuff. Just get me what I asked for. And she's not getting the message. I fear if we've already said it.
What else can you do?
What else are we meant to do unless we chuck it back in her face? Say, absolutely not.
I hate it. Oh, well, this isn't what I asked for.
Unless
you're like, you've got it a bit wrong here, Sarah.
Unless you're brutally honest like that. Oh, I didn't ask for this.
Oh, wrong shade.
Yeah.
We can take it back.
Yeah.
No.
As you're opening
Rude, possibly.
I mean, I fear you've already addressed it, Sarah, and I fear she's not got the message. So I fear we must
conclude. The problem is, I think she thinks that, maybe she really enjoys.
I think she does.
Buying gifts.
As do I.
And she thinks that she is proving to you how well she knows you.
Yes.
And by not getting you what you've asked for.
She thinks
it's like, I'm not just getting you what you want. I'm actually taking the time.
Yeah.
That's too easy. I'm taking the time to really think,
Yeah.
to look about, see what makes me think of you and give it to you.
I truly believe she thinks she's doing you a big favor because she is getting you a lip liner in a shade of a plum.
She is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what you asked for. Yes, it's not the MAC lip liner in plum, but she's got you a plum lip liner, which was £5, not £35.
Yeah. And now with the extra, she's been able to spend on the rest.
And she genuinely thinks that
means that shows she cares more because she's not taken the easy route of just getting you what you asked for.
So I fear, let your cousin get on with her life.
Let her get on with it. Mind your business.
Let's let her get on with it, babes.
Unless you say, whatever you do, don't buy me the MAC lip liner in plum.
Yeah, and then maybe she'll get the message. Yeah. Maybe she'll then get the message. Yeah.
She maybe thinks like that you're just sending it for inspo.
But she said,
I know she has. But she's obviously
just get me what before. I've linked you.
She's not hearing you.
No. She must think that there isn't, maybe she doesn't wear lip liner. Maybe she thinks there isn't a difference between this lip liner and this lip liner. Maybe. She's thinking, why the fuck would I spend £30 on that lip liner when there's one right here?
I bet Sarah doesn't even know I can get this one for £5. Look, I'm going to buy it for her and show her.
I genuinely think she thinks she's doing you a big fat favour. So let's leave her to it.
Let her be happy.
I think we can't rain on her parade.
Let her get you what she wants.
She's having a nice time in the shops and she's having a ball.
She's making you happy.
It's her money.
Let her spend it how she wants.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, if I bought someone something, they said, I didn't want that, I'd say, fuck off then. So, because one year, actually.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. That's the spirit. One year, yeah. This was a couple of years ago.
Fuck.
One year, yeah. Just to end the episode on this. Mariana asked me for a pair of cow print Converse.
I remember this.
It was something like she wanted a specific.
I remember this
cow print. All right.
Oh,
do you know what? I actually fear I'm the cousin. Oh my God. So I went on ASOS. Couldn't find the cow print ones. Couldn't really find the cow print ones. But then on ASOS they had a beautiful pair of white Converse with black polka dots. I said it's exactly the fucking same. I was like, I fear that is cow print just in another font. And they were cheaper or something.
Same colour.
Yeah, it was like white and
black.
You
are the cousin.
I was like, that's what you asked for, you twat. Then, because they were cheaper, they were on sale. There was also a pair of zebra print or they were
you are the cousin.
I fear they were giraffe or it was a print of another Converse. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to do her a favour. I'm going to get her both. Look at me. I'm the best sister in the world. I got you 2 pairs of fucking Converse. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas. Literally Christmas Day. I'm like, oh, brilliant. Thank God I've got her some good bits.
What she wants.
Couple pairs of,
she asked for this,
she asked for one pair of Converse. I got her fucking 2 pairs of Converse. Then I swear, she's opening them. She goes, I didn't ask for that. I don't want them. I don't like them. Toss them to the side. I was like, how fucking rude are you? I was like, don't be so rude. Like this. And then she opens the other pair. I didn't ask for them. I asked for cow print. At me like this. It's Christmas morning, Sophia. I was like, that is rude. I thought you would like them. Look at them. They're beautiful. I thought you'd like them. You asked for Converse. You asked for black and white Converse. I asked for the cow print ones. I don't want these. Send them back. You can send them back. And I was like, Mom.
You are the cousin, I fear.
Because I thought she'd be really appreciative of that. She wasn't. She maybe send them back.
She was brutally honest.
Yeah.
Which our girl here is not, by the sounds of it. But you could go down the Mariana option. I didn't want that. Send it back. Take it back.
I got the bloody message.
Save you money. I didn't want that.
Yeah, she said, well, take them back and get me the cow print ones.
What I asked for.
I was like, I actively chose to get you these over the cow print ones, even though you asked for the cow print ones. So what's your problem? And then I said, and then I got everyone to tell her to be thankful. And I said, Mum, she's been rude to me. Tell her to say thank you. And eventually she did. But she never wore them. I said, just wear them. They're nice. Exactly what you asked for. I don't like that.
She didn't want them.
She didn't want them.
You would be pissed off.
Yeah, I fear you would be. I swear to God, though, the cow print.
Because you spent more money.
I spent the same amount. I think they were on sale. That's why I bought 2 pairs.
I remember you talking me through this and saying, no, they're not cow print, but they're pretty similar.
They were. The cow print is white Converse with black fucking smudges on. The polka dot ones, it was white Converse with black dots on. They were, I fear they were the same. Honestly.
But she didn't want polka dots.
She must have seen a picture.
She wanted cow print.
I think she's seen a picture of some K-pop star with the cow print specific Converse on. And she was like, I can't wear anything other than the cow print ones.
She's locked in.
Yeah. So I fear I was the cousin that year.
I think you were.
Have I learned the lesson? No, because she asked me for things. I said, well, I'm getting you what I want.
So to conclude, Chintzia is your cousin.
And you got to let us get on with it.
Let them live their life, okay?
Because sometimes Lydia asks me for things. I'm like, no, but I actually want to go to the shops. And I want to browse myself. And I want to get you something that I think you would like.
Exactly.
That brings me more joy.
That is part of it. Like part of, and maybe she thinks like, well, I can't just buy you what you've sent me because that feels like I've made no effort.
No effort, no
I
thought.
want to make the effort to go to the shops and think about what I think you would want.
And in the Converse cow print year, I thought I was going out my way to be really thoughtful and nice. Obviously, I wasn't.
So you've got to let her live her life.
Unfortunately.
And let her buy you what she wants to buy you.
And be happy and grateful because that brings her joy.
And on that note,
Happy New Year,
everybody!
Let's all remember, look, let's all
say goodbye to the Christmas decks because you won't be seeing these next week.
This time next year, what will have changed? What will have been us? What will have been bestowed upon us?
What will have happened?
We don't know yet.
Well, this time last year, we weren't in this studio.
Oh my God.
We didn't have any of this lovely furniture.
No, we
weren't. Australia wasn't on our radar.
And you know what?
Going to Australia next month.
And you know what I fear is the most
insane
Could you imagine? I know. We didn't even know. You know what I fear is the most insane thing?
What?
We didn't even know that Sonny Angels existed this time last year. So
and now that is all we want.
I fear this is the metaphor we need to end on. So this time last year, we didn't know that Sonny Angels existed. All right.
Which are now a huge part of our lives.
Okay. So imagine all the experiences you've never experienced yet. All the people you've never met. All the cute little trinkets you've not discovered yet. And we don't even know it yet. Life is full of wonders. Let's live it, guys.
Just open your eyes. Let's live it, guys.
Let's live it, guys. All right. Well, goodbye.
Happy New Year.
See you next week.